Well, what is my opinion in Team Sonic Racing? As the title of the video says, I'm about to express my opinions on this game. Well, it's not released, it's one, but I'm gonna keep my bigger opinions for later because the game is not released and some of my opinions might be resulting to the final product. So it's best right now I kept for the minor opinions and a bit of a criticisms in this case. Well, what is my opinions on Team Sonic Racing? Well, as many will think, might be good, might be bad, it depends. It's where we're going to look at it. For example, if I'm going to look at it in the perspective of 7 zones, yes, I'm not going to like it. 7 zones, 21 tracks, but the track number is quite large. What do I mean it's quite large? For example, Team Sonic Racing actually has one extra track. Oh, well, not technically doesn't have an extra track more than in what should I say, All Stars Racing Transformed. All Stars had, well, 20 tracks, one DLC track, so basically make it's about 21 tracks. I'm impressed in one way or another because actually I can play more tracks. It's very, very nice. But at the same time, it's like 3 tracks per location. It's kind of a bargain, if I'm gonna be honest with you, to have 21 tracks with 7 zones. It's also very annoying. Imagine I told you can actually just play the stage, well, different layouts, different level designs and everything, but with the same location. That's what Forces did, but I'm not gonna say that Forces was bad in any regard on its job there. The thing is, it did it in different gameplay styles. We're gonna look at it in another perspective. Team Sonic Racing is gonna have 7 zones, 21 tracks. Well, tracks are gonna be related in one zone with one gameplay style. Well, Team Racing, that's all of it. And to be honest with you, that is a bit disturbing. As a Sonic fan myself, I don't really like the idea of having 7 zones. Like, 21 tracks, I get it. That's my problem with it, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that's all my problems. On the tracks part. I don't really say anything else is bad in any regard. I do say it's quite well done, I have to be honest with you. The level of polish in it is good. As what I'm seeing, as I cannot see Gamescom's gameplay, well, technically I have, because, well, you know, I think it was IGN, right? So, apparently you get my point. It's good enough. I see it as a game that I can have a lot of fun with. Definitely a game that would take a while, as Izuka himself has said about this. The game will take a while to finish, which I can totally see why I should be very excited of. The game will take a while, that's good. That's very good. That's excellent. Compared to, well, the other games? Not really. In reality, not really. But something is really good about this game, is that we're not gonna have any of this except for story. Story is the biggest part of, I think, about this Team Sonic Racing. It reminds me of a Japanese game. You know what I mean? For example, go and play, what should I say? There's a Dragon Ball game. I haven't touched it or played it for a long time. Heck, I don't even remember the name. There's a Dragon Ball game that has a story, I believe. And the story is just similar to this game. I have really hate playing video games and phones. But anyway, it reminds me of that. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's good enough, to be honest with you. It's good, it's a good touch. It's a very nice touch to have a Sonic game that looks like one of those Japanese story games on phones, but I don't care. I really just don't care. It's good. It looks good. The idea is good. I really have to be honest with you. The story is not gonna be the best. Remember, it's just something like Sonic Rush. We're just basically gonna have some character dialogues in the background. It's not gonna be like the big, full-fledged story that's gonna have full animations, pre-rendered, or goddamn, what should I say, full-on animated using in-game, but let's be honest now. This story will not be that small or that bland. The story will be much bigger. The reason I call this story good is simply because the size of the story has much more potential. You have much more dialogue potential as well, because, well, think about it for 1 second. We're talking about a game that does not have any cutscenes. Well, I bet there's like 1 or 2 cutscenes, but those 1 or 2 cutscenes are pretty much it. Well, everything else is just gonna be text, dialogue, and all this jazz. So you get my point. They have much more opportunities on adding good stuff into the story. Of course, we're not expecting a AAA Sonic game. Him to have full-on, what should I say, animations and everything. Even Forces had this problem. It tried to be very narrative, and to be honest with you, it's still one of the most narrative Sonic games that were actually done in a 3D scale of cutscenes, gameplay, and everything. Unlike the storybook games, they're, well, as you can hear, they're storybooks, and even their entire cutscenes are like comics? Yeah, just thinking right now which one should I use, book or comics. Yep, pretty much it. You get my point. It does not do much. Forces tried its best, but realization is, well, the budget. Let's be honest now. Do you know how expensive that will be? It's quite a lot. A game cannot be narrative with a small budget, and I can really definitely see that Team Sonic Racing is not trying to be one of those big games. Heck, I don't think there's a kart racer that actually has cutscenes, come on now. Except for the opening cutscene. Besides that, it really just tells me one thing only. This game is gonna have a story. That's gonna be quite more enjoyable than the modern games, which is pathetic. And, well, that's it. And actually one more thing. We never got a story on a racing game for Sonic. Like, what should I say? Sonic R was the first Sonic game to actually have a racing mechanic, so, to be honest, if that game does not even have a story, that's good. You get my point. It's just basically something I really have no idea what to say about. It's a story that I don't know about, anything about. Except for that big raccoon guy, which I think is a raccoon. It looks like a raccoon, I'm gonna have to be honest with you. Anyway, from that guy, I'm not sure who he is. I'm just somehow betting it's just Dr. Eggman in a disguise. I have nothing else to say. He looks fat, so I put that into Eggman's category. But to be honest with you, that's pretty much what I think about the story. I'm not sure anything is going on with the story. We don't know the last 3 characters and all, but let's be honest now. That's all I know about the story. It's just gonna be structured like, you know, one of those Japanese games. Heck, I'm not gonna say it's only Japanese. I've seen also a Marvel game, which I played before. It also has the same format, but without voices though. Just the same with the Japanese one. Except this one most likely will have voice. Please have voice, please. Oh yeah, that'll be a problem if it doesn't have voice. I'm going to kill Sonic Team. Like, you have the nerve to put them in the stages, but not in the game's cutscenes, even though there is barely a cutscene. Anyway, I will give Sonic Team, well, not Sonic Team, Sumo Digital, props on this one, on having quite a story that I might like, and that's pretty much it. Let's see what they can do on the terms of story. I am not expecting much, let's be honest now. This is a Sonic game. It's also not 13+, so what can you expect? You're trying to expect them to have some extremely high quality story, huh? They've never had a high quality story, to be honest with you. And that's what I'm really worried about. Is that they might not be able to score this. Sumo Digital, I'm not sure if they have any track on story, but I know that Takashi Tezuka is working in the game, so it might have, from a third-party perspective. Well, it's not technically a third-party, because Sumo Digital is the third-party. But for a development standpoint, Izuka's, or should I say Takashi is pretty much the third-party at this game. So I see this is the part of the story I was talking about. But what about the gameplay? Now the gameplay here, I really adore it. I'm sure now you're gonna kill me. I adore the gameplay more than the story aspect of the game, and more than Team Sonic Racing's gameplay. Now I'm sure you're gonna kill me right now because Team Sonic Racing is not something I should compare with. Team Sonic Racing has... Sorry, Team Sonic Racing, but All-Stars Transformed. Damn. Come on, now it's my first goddamn video. Have some break on me. Well, All-Stars, let's be honest now. All-Stars Transformed is... it has a good gameplay, not gonna lie. It's a good gameplay. Good gameplay, not gonna lie at all. But it is something I'm very worried about. Because I'm not gonna say that this is a bad game. I'm not saying that All-Stars is a bad game. I'm just saying I'm just really enjoy having a completely different gameplay style playable. As you can definitely see what I'm trying to say here is that I really want a different gameplay style. People want the team mechanic to shine. Some people want the... what should I say? The transform mechanic. I really just want the team mechanic. To be honest with you, it's a bit better when it comes to track racing. What's the thing about flying and, well, just sailing? Well, it's still racing with the same quality. We're not talking about a game that has a quality measurement of gameplay style that gets competitive and very difficult sometimes. For example, the team mechanic is quite hard because, well, you're gonna be attacked from multiple directions. And that's what I like about it. It gives you the ability to improve and use teamwork as a crucial factor. Unfortunately, not many people see that point. Anyway, I really take Sonic new approach in this one. Well, not Sonic technically, but whatever. Team Sonic Racing's new approach. I like the new approach they're doing with it. Because, well, for goodness sake, they're doing a good job, a hell of a good job on this one. I have to be honest with you. I really like what they're doing. I think with the new game, Team Sonic Racing. Unlike the other one, just having a team mechanic is really a good one, but having transformed might not be the best idea. Let's be honest now, we have played the transformed version before, so it's good to have a new touch and a new feel to the game, especially with a new gameplay style. I'm not sure why people even bother saying, holy crap, this game is not using the transform mechanic. Why? The reason they're not using the transform mechanic is simple. They want to try something new, and they have stated for Sonic's case, I'm not sure about racing part, especially on the racing part, Sonic will never, well, I'm not gonna lie, he will come back one day for Generations 2, but currently he's planning something very differently, especially Sonic Team is planning very large things for Sonic. What they're planning is just basically moving him forward, meaning no Mania 2, no Adventure 2, and... oops, not Adventure 2, of course. No Adventure 2, that would be hilarious. No Adventure 2, we already have it. Brilliant. God damn, my first video is gonna be a mess. Anyway, hope you enjoy, I'll be better on this case. Of course, I hope you enjoy. But let's continue with my, what should I say, my opinions. Do I have any problem with the team mechanic? Yes, I do. The problem is, it looks smooth, but the problem is, we're talking about the gameplay style that I haven't played, so I'm pretty much very on the edge of thinking what's going on in this game. Of course, is it good? Is the team mechanic as good as what people say it is? I'm not sure. I don't even know how the team mechanic will work. It's just like, I know it's not like Heroes. Damn, that would be very awkward. Imagine it being like Heroes. But I can definitely say I'm very on the edge on this one. I have no idea how the game will look, or act, to be more specific. So I really want to know exactly how it will act. I know it's gonna be fun. The game is gonna be fun. Just, my problem with it is that I have no clue what the game is about. I have no clue what the game is capable of showing me. That's my problem with it. I'm not saying it's a very big critical problem. I'm just having a problem that there is no demo of it. Like a small demo. I know it's already out for Gamescom, but for example, I am not from America, I'm not from Europe, I'm, well, in an Asian country. Where am I? In Southeast Asia, so I don't think it could happen. Yes, I have to go all the way to Japan if I want to try something. Apparently, that's impossible. Come on now. I'm not gonna take all the way a flight to Japan just to play a video game. Come on now. I know it's Sonic, but seriously, do you think I have that energy and power to do so? The thing is, they should release a small demo like this circuit. At least like this circuit, only that thing. For like the Nintendo Switch, so no one can actually get to the files of it. Like immediately imagine there's like Super Sonic in it. Holy shit, that would be very awkward. Gotta find a super form in the middle there. Anyway, I care less about the super form and the, well, finding the super form card. Let's be honest now, I pretty much want to play the game. And why am I to say I'm the only person? You want to do it as well. Who doesn't? I'm gonna say it very honestly there. The gameplay aspect looks good from the background. It looks good from where you look at it, from the perspective I look at it, and pretty much anyone looks at it, but the thing is, we just don't know how the game will feel. Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? Is it nice? Does it suck? If I'm gonna be honest with you. And what is it? I know that some people have played it and they enjoyed it, the gameplay aspect and all, but what about me? I'm the one making an opinion right now here. I'm not gonna be basing my opinions on someone else's experience. That's bullcrap. Why would I express my opinions because of someone's experience? Is just astonishing. I have seen this people, a lot of people doing this. But to be honest with you, I really want to say this. I really want to play this game and give a very proper opinion on the gameplay aspect, but I can't. Neither the story, but from what I'm seeing it right now, should I be excited? Yes. I should get excited. This game is good, but one of my biggest criticisms I have of this game is about to be revealed. I don't think you need to be a god to realize what I'm trying to say, especially with the gameplay I'm having right now and the recording. As I'm playing, well, you know, Seaside Hill. As you can clearly see, art style. For goodness sake. Well, I'm not saying Seaside Hill itself, I'm saying art style. My biggest problem is art style, and maybe Seaside Hill thanks to that one photo, or image, should I say. Well, art style. I'm definitely not liking the art style. That is a fact. I really don't like the art style. And oh, I'm not even optimistic, I'm not even gonna be very pessimistic or something. I'm just being honest as hell. I just don't like the art style. The art style is just way, one more way in there as well. Bull crap. Let's be honest now, it's just like, I look at the ice, I'm like, what? Okay, the ice is okay, the ice is okay, but the snow, holy crap. It's like I'm looking at extremely smooth, what should I say, models. Like someone didn't even bother giving them some good textures. Just like some bland-ass models were given to us. And that's just why I don't like the entire art style. I adore the art style in Forces, because it tried to be, well, as much as possible cartoony, but at the same time realistic. Yes, it did. If it wasn't realistic, the grass in Green Hill would have been that much. Come on now. A chemical plant being that realistic. In reality, that thing is the most realistic stage I've seen in Sonic Forces. It's a very good example. I adored it. I adore the art style, sorry, not the gameplay style, of, well, you know, Sonic Forces, but Team Sonic Racing is like, oh my god. It's just way too plastic. And, well, I never used the word plastic, but this is the best definition of plastic. Just take a look at it, like, it looks like it just came out from, you know, just done modeling. They just show you the model. That's it. They show you model, no textures, nothing. Just that's what they showed me. Pathetic looking. Well, not art style. I'm really gonna be honest with you. Art style is really pathetic. I wish it was better. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish it was better. I think you will agree. You definitely agree that you wish the gameplay style. Well, not the gameplay style. Sorry, the art style was better. The art style I really wish was better than this. Even the stage I'm playing right now, just go Crisis City, obviously. Just look at the art style. It looks good, right? The thing is, Team Sonic Racing really annoys me. It's like, just look at this ground for 1 second. Yes, I'm playing this game live when I'm making this video. See this ground. Just see this ground, ignoring the pipes that are just coming off, or should I say the steel rods. You see this ground, right? Take away all the details of the textures of the ground, and you just got yourself what Team Sonic Racing is doing. Forces, I can give even the Forces idea in there. Even Forces itself has details on this ground much more than Team Sonic Racing. That is my biggest disappointment for Team Sonic Racing's. I just did not like the idea that, well, you know, the stages, the art style, oh my god. You know, I look at the art style, I'm like, what are you trying to show me? I know they're trying to show off and get a new audience from kids, but holy crap, that is way too much. That thing is gonna get old very quickly. I know there's some good parts, but I'm not gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you here, it might be some good parts, it might be just some good parts, but let's say that there's some good and some bad. Most of them bad. Come on now, what is this? It's like I said, take all the good detail as the stage I'm standing on, well, you know, the place I'm standing, just take all the ground detail, all the texture details, and that's Team Sonic Racing's job. I can just play Forces and show you the same idea, and Team Sonic Racing still fails at it. Still fails. I'm not saying that the development team is doing a bad job. Definitely aren't. This is the direction of the game. I'm not sure what they're trying to show off now. Because, yeah, that's a little bit, overdone. I would have been happy if you went with Forces, this art style. Forces' art style was actually tolerable, let's be honest now. It was really tolerable. For obvious reasons. The reasons why it was tolerable? Let me tell you the truth. Because it has some good details. It's not about the art style, because the reason why Forces was tolerable because of the details. The details that Forces had was so enjoyable that Team Sonic Racing just makes me to shake my head and leave. I just don't like what Team Sonic Racing is doing on the art styles part, but I think the gameplay looks decent from the background. I'm gonna be honest with you, the gameplay is decent. The gameplay is very decent from the background. The story might be a good idea. There's actually text. I was expecting text, to be honest. If you weren't, oh my god, what expectations did you have for the game? It had to be text. Come on now. And to see this, it's just... the thing is, the game is good from multiple directions. If there's just one thing that annoys me the most, it's just the art style. The music is good, the theme song is good, the art style... Oh boy, I'm not saying the art style is the worst thing, but I'm just saying that the idea of having little to no detail is just terrible. Even, okay, this is perfect timing. This is perfect timing. Street Market or Market Street, whatever the hell it's called. Okay, I'm gonna stand for 1 second. Okay? As you can clearly see, would you rather Team Sonic's 1 or here? Generations. Okay, this is a bad idea to show it off here. Let's move forward. Okay. What am I doing? Just take a look at the environment, take a look at the background, take a look at the detail of textures and everything. Just 1 second, Just take a look at everything around you and tell me what is the difference between Team Sonic Racing's 1 and Generations. Well, clearly see the level of detail, how beautiful it's done. He's a Gizmo, so he's a lazy as hell. Just kidding. Gizmo's not lazy, but definitely not count as detail there. Never mind. But just look at the double amount of detail. There's lights everywhere. Just look at that. Oh, grass. Oh hell, forget the grass. Just take a look at the rooftops. Oi, the grass. Okay, the biggest part is the grass. No, seriously. You wanna know? Okay, I have to go all the way to Planet Wisp to show you my point. But anyway, when it comes out, you can see the point on this one. Even the grass. You can definitely see what I'm doing with my opinion here. I do not like the art style. All they're going for. It's way too simple. If the budget is low, I can get my point on this. I can make myself to excuse this horrific idea to make such a simple design philosophy. If it's budget reason, because this thing will heavily reduce budget problems. I'm not saying that not details, but say that art style reduces budget. Sometimes it doesn't. Forces didn't, for example. Team Sonic Racing will. Remember, I told you, it's like a model. They barely did anything. That's what I'm trying to say. They barely did anything on the extras part. It's like a model with barely any textures. Just to give us some beautiful details. What about Forces? If I could go to Forces and play it, you can definitely see the difference between them. Very huge difference. You can easily see the difference between Forces and Team Sonic Racing's attempts. And I know I'm ranting on the art style, but damn, it gets in my nerves every time I look at the game. I'm like, what's the reason for this? It's like, it's way too cartoon. I know you're trying to appeal for kids, but holy crap! Calm down on the goddamn cartooniness. That's way too much. Well, that's all my opinions on Team Sonic Racing. All of them, for current standards. Am I hyped to know what the last few characters are? Yes. I'm expecting Mel Sonic, Dr. Eggman, and I'm not sure about Infinite, but the guy is new, so there's a good chance he will appear. Maybe Infinite, if he shows up, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. He looks good. To be honest with you, I'd rather have him over many characters. Just take a look at his body. Like, he looks superior, powerful, and dangerous, right? That's what I mean. It's an incredible design philosophy. I just want to see the character in the game. Well, what about you? What's your problems with the game? Do you like the game in any way? Or do you hate it? Or do you have the same problems as I do? Well, comment down in the description. The comment section below. This is my first video. I'm losing my balls here. Trying to make a video. Okay, you know there's a good thing right here. Let me, before I end this video. You see this, what should I call it? Planet Wisp? The same one for Team Sonic Racing? Okay, let me find, okay, this is a part. Okay, this is a good one. What is? Oh my! I never knew you can actually walk all the way here. Oh my god. Okay, let's say that Sonic Team is lazy as hell when it came here. I'm not sure why they forgot to add a goddamn wall here. But they haven't added us. Okay, I'm disappointed. Beside that, just look at the grass. This is no actual grass. It's no 2D grass or something. This is just 2D. This is what Team Sonic Racing fails at doing. You know what this is? Like a flat, well, not flat, but you get my point. It's like full on green. Okay, good thing the camera went down. See the details? You see my disappointment on the art style? Good. Alright everyone, this is the end of the video, and Peace out.